So do you also use Shopify to sell your products online? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to track new orders from Shopify to Airtable for inventory management. So like you, I also use Shopify to sell my products online, and now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new order from Shopify, I want to add the order details into my Airtable database. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Shopify and Airtable, and we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So as you know, in this video we're going to learn how to automatically add new Shopify order details into Airtable. So yes, we're going to add the customer name, the email address, product name, quantity, total amount and the shipping address. And how we're going to do that? For that, I'm just going to use an easy to use amazing automation software named Pabbly Connect. Alright, so in today's video we're going to see how to build this automation. But before we move on further, I'll just show you the proper working of this automation first. So let's say I'm just going to purchase this black dress. Alright, so I'm just going to go to this buy it now right over here, and let's say I'm just going to purchase this black dress as smart user. So I'm simply going to enter my card details right over here and click on this button which says pay now. And once I'm just going to click on this pay now, we're just going to purchase this black dress as smart user. And as you can see that we have successfully purchased this black dress. Alright, so now I'm just going to open my Airtable and I'm just going to refresh this database right from here. And as you can see that within seconds and in real time, automatically the order details have been added right over here. Be the customer name, the email address, the product name, or we're going to see the quantity, the shipping address and the total amount. And yes, this is no magic. This is the power of automation which we're going to create in today's video. And if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to watch this tutorial till the end. So to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. Now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and this is the amazing automation software using which we're going to create this automation, or you can say connection, between Shopify and Airtable. But before we move on further and create this connection, I'll just show you something really helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. Users share their ideas, solutions and workflow tips. So if you are stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance. You can speak with experts and much more. And if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, I'm just going to move on further and create this automation. For that, I'm just going to open the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and over here it's just going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of stars free every month to explore the application. But over here I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in, and once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And once I'm just going to click on this access now, it is going to open the dashboard of my Pabbly Connect account. And to get started, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me to select the workflow builder. So over here we have two options, the new one and the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, flexible and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand is perfect for users who prefer stable, tried and tested setup. So you can use any one of this. I'm just going to use this new one, so I'm just going to go to the select of the new one. Now it is asking me for the workflow name, so I'm simply going to enter the name of my workflow right over here and select the folder in which I want to save this workflow, and then click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger starts the process and the actions are results towards the same. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. And for today our trigger will be Shopify, because I want that whenever we're going to receive a new order from Shopify, our workflow should get started and add the details of the order in our Airtable. So Airtable Airtable will be action. Alright, so first we're just going to set up this trigger. So I'm just going to go towards this add trigger button, and now I'm just going to simply select my trigger application, which is Shopify. So I'm just going to search for it and select Shopify V2 right over here. Now for the event, I'm just going to simply select it as new order and click on this connect. Now it is giving me a webhook URL using which we're going to create a connection between Shopify and Pabbly Connect. So I'm simply going to copy this webhook URL. Then I'm just going to open my Shopify. And after opening my Shopify, we're just going to go towards this left side of the bar towards this settings. And after coming over here towards this settings, we have to go towards notifications. And after coming over here towards this notification, you're going to see the option of this webhooks. So you simply have to go towards this webhooks right from here and then towards this create webhook. And now it is asking me for the event. So I'm just going to simply select the event as order creation. And then for the format, I'm just going to keep it as JSON. For the URL, we are simply going to paste the URL which we copied from the workflow. And now for the webhook API version, we have to select it as latest. And after doing all of this, we simply have to click on this button which says save. And with this, we have successfully added the webhook URL right over here in our workflow. And now we can move on further. I'm just going to open my workflow, and over here it is saying waiting for a webhook response. So what we have to do is we have to do a test submission in order to capture this webhook response. And how are we going to do the test submission? For that, I'm just going to open my Shopify account, and we're just going to purchase a product. So I'm just going to purchase this black dress once again. But this time for the quantity, I'm just going to keep it as 2. I'm just going to go towards this buy it now. And once I'm just going to click on this buy it now, over here it is asking me for the details. Alright, so I'm simply going to enter my details right over here. Move on further. I'm just going to enter the card details right over here. So I'm just going to use a dummy card number and click on this pay now. And once I'm just going to click on this pay now, with this we have successfully purchased this dress as testing user. And with this we have successfully completed the test submission. And now I'm just going to open my workflow, and over here you're going to see that Pabbly has captured the response of this test submission. Over here you're going to see all the details which we have received. I'm just going to show you all the details one by one. Over here you're going to see the name, over here you're going to see the address too. We're just going to move on further. We're going to see all the details which we entered during our test submission. And with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now whenever we're going to receive a new order, automatically this workflow is going to get triggered. Now I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to add the order details into my Airtable. For that, I'm just going to add another action step. And now for the action application, I'm just going to simply select it as Airtable. So I'm just going to search for Airtable and select it. And now for the action event, I'm just going to simply select it as create record and click on this connect. So what you have to do is, in order to create a connection between Airtable and Pabbly Connect, you have to go towards this connect with Airtable, select the base for which you want to create this automation, and give Pabbly all the permissions. No need to worry, your data is secure with Pabbly, so you can give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for. And once you do all of this, your Airtable account will be connected. I've already connected my Airtable account, so I'm just going to go towards this select existing connection and then save. And now I'm just going to move on further and select the base name right over here, which is Shopify order trackers. So I'm just going to look for the same right over here and select it. Now after doing this, I'm just going to move on further, and one by one I'm just going to enter all of these details. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to one by one map all of these details. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So yes, you also have to map the details like I am doing right over here. You simply have to map all of these details one by one so that these details change with every new response received. You simply have to look for the details like I'm searching right over here in the response of previous step and map it. And now I'm just going to map this total amount right over here, and then I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to simply map this shipping address too. I'm just going to look for address right over here, and then I'm just going to map this shipping address which is Old Street. Then I'm just going to put a space right over here, and then I'm just going to map the rest of the details which is the state and the city. And after mapping all of this, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, we have received the positive response that we have successfully added these details into our Airtable. So I'm just going to open my Airtable, and as you can see, I'm just going to refresh it right from here. And as you can see, the details have been added right over here. You're going to see the same customer name, same email address, same product name. Also, you're going to see the quantity has turned into 2. You're going to see the total amount and the shipping address. So with this, we have successfully added these details which we have received in the response of Shopify in our Airtable account. And with this, we have successfully completed our workflow. And now what is going to happen is, like I showed you in the starting of this video, whenever we're going to receive a new order from Shopify, automatically an order record will be created in my Airtable account. All of this is going to happen in backend, and we don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send us request. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.